Hello friends, Karen here with your Breathe, Move, and Be Yoga Break with Full of Hope Yoga. Let us end where we began. Today, as we close out our season of Breathe, Move, and Be Yoga Break sessions, let us end where we began, by offering a yoga practice as an exploration of creating space for our body, our mind, and our soul, as cultivating our breath as a resource and a way to nurture our body, our mind, and our soul. And perhaps the most importantly, cultivating a yoga practice with opportunity and invitation for you to notice what you notice and feel what you feel. All right, my friends, so if you're ready, let's get started. Coming in to a posture where you feel supported and upright. Take a moment to just have this holy pause in the day. Maybe you even picture hitting a pause button. We call this kind of arriving, mind, body, and soul, all arriving together. Perhaps we could just sway around the foundation. Just notice how your body can move around the foundation under you. Your body mobile, movable, the ground firm and stable. And then when you're ready, find your stillness, come into stillness. Let's recall the fundamentals of connecting to the present moment. Sensing the ground under your feet, the chair under the back of your legs supporting you. Sensing your tailbone and your hips stable on the chair and maybe even rooting for the earth. Sensing your spine from the back of your tailbone coming up through your shoulders and into the crown of your head, holding your head stable right between your shoulder blades. And perhaps you can notice how you experience the air on your skin. Maybe noticing the temperature of the air on your right cheek, your left cheek, your forehead or chin. And becoming aware maybe to an aroma in the room and the environment you're in. And just notice, how do you like to connect to the present moment? How do you like to sense your environment? Perhaps there's a sound in your environment you can attune to. Noticing where in the room it might be coming from in relation to your body. Again, having that felt sense of the chair supporting your body, and then bringing your awareness to your breath. Just noticing your inhale and noticing your exhale. Noticing the stillness in your body, except for the movement your breath creates. And perhaps you can notice that and feel that breath moving in your body with one hand placed across your ribs and the other one on your abdomen. Just noticing for movement as you breathe in and release out. Just noticing your breath. perhaps this is the easiest, most powerful way to connect to the present moment and your environment. It's by noticing your own breath. Self-awareness, compassionate self-awareness reminds us to notice with kindness, without judgment or analyzing. Just notice the breath moving in and the breath moving out. If you want to release your hands to the top of your legs and give your shoulders a roll. We've practiced creating space with our movement and connecting our breath with our movement by drawing the shoulders up with an inhale and the shoulder blades back, down, low and loose on the exhale. We create space between our earlobes and our shoulders. We'll do that again. We connect breath with movement. Inhale up and exhale, shoulders back, down, low and loose. And then we check for space. Is there space between our earlobes and shoulders for our neck to move and stretch? Turning the chin to the right. Again, we connect breath with movement with an inhale and an exhale. Letting the head come back to forward gaze. Turning the chin to the left. Noticing the breath drawing in. Releasing the breath out. Remembering how helpful it is to hear your breath come out as a sigh. Let's take a breath in and release the breath out. And noticing how that release of the breath out through the loose jaw is a cue to your body to also release and let go. Let's give the shoulders a roll. And continue with our practice of creating space, bringing the hands in, heart center. We connect in through the palms and the finger pads. And notice what that does for your rib cage and your heart space. Is there a little more room for you to take in a full breath as your spine extends up on your inhale? And on the exhale, the crown of your head stays high and the shoulders and your breath drop low. We inhale, creating space in the spine. And we exhale, creating space also in the upper spine. Your cervical spine and your neck. Again, we have space for our head and neck to move both directions. One earlobe to one shoulder, one earlobe to the other shoulder. Let the hands fall out. Continuing to connect breath with movement, we draw the thumbs behind us. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, opening up, thumbs behind. Inhale together. And exhale, release. Release the breath, the jaw. Here we go. Exhale. Inhale together. And exhale, release. Notice how we refresh and renew, create space in the body, in the mind, and the soul. What might you want to release here? Or letting the hands fall down to your legs and turning gently to the right for a spine twist. What could you release on your exhale? Turning back to center, we bring the hands to the left for a spine twist. Inhale and exhale. What could you let go in your mind, your soul, and your spirit? Connecting breath with movement, connecting breath and movement with intention. All right, let's stand up. So finding your space, your place of space in your room. I'll remind you that you have a right to take up space in this world and in your environment. Find that posture, that stance where you taking up as much space as you can in your environment. And just notice here. Remember, we notice what we notice and feel what we feel as we return to a place of strength and grace. Recalling how we can feel the connection of the earth down through our feet and the stability in our thighs. Go ahead and let your hands come down here like mine. Bring connecting breath with movement, the shoulders up to the earlobes and the shoulder blades back, down, low and loose. My palms towards you, your palms towards me, and we breathe. Sensing the stable ground under our feet and the common ground that we stand on. We're not in the same place or space, and yet we do stand on common ground as a common humanity. Sensing that ease in your shoulders, allowing ease into your face, your jaw, neck, and shoulders, and sensing that stability down through your hips. We raise the arms up and into cactus so we can check for our stability below and mobility above as we spine twist right, move back center, and spine twist left, and come back center, taking breath with movement, noticing how our body feels, maybe making adjustments. Let's bring the feet underneath the hips. One more time, we'll bring the arms out. And notice if you can feel some stability and finding your balance and strength right down through your left leg. We'll go into a tree balance, bringing the right toe up or maybe the whole foot. Sensing your balance and focus and strength in this posture. And then releasing out, finding your footing, your stability down one side of the body, this leg straight into the ground. Bring the hands in heart center, connecting your foot to the ground and then raising it up. And if you fall out, we try again. We've practiced a lot of resilience these months, returning to a place of strength and grace. Help us be resilient through trials, a focus and balance, and a self-awareness. Noticing when we need to make adjustments, feeling strength and power in our posture, feeling connected to humanity, sensing our common ground as a physical sensation of the ground under our feet. And maybe as we place our hands on our heart and breathe, we can recall the common humanity. We all breathe, sense a heart rate under our hands. One more breath in together. And a release once again through your loose jaw. And let that sound remind you to release your hands and maybe feel even more release and relief in your shoulders, even as you find the strength down in through your legs and hips to feel stability below and mobility above. Noticing the different ways your spine can move and flex, and your low body stays stable. All right, my friends, it's time to come back into the chair for meditation. Let's end where we began. Sensing the ground under your feet. And then creating a little movement, a little sway over that foundation. So notice that your body moves. The foundation stays stable under you. We are not on shifting sand. And then allowing your body to come into stillness. Allowing your senses to ground you and connect you to this present moment. Noticing your breath. And bringing your hands to your heart. And remind us of a powerful breath practice, just ratio breathing. Whether you count or do it by your feeling of sensation as you inhale and exhale longer than you inhale. Just notice how that feels to take in a breath, perhaps to 2, and exhale to 4. Just notice the calming effect. Breathing in, releasing out. One more time, the way you experience this. Breathing in, releasing out. Releasing your hands down to the top of your legs. Returning again to a place of strength and grace. Sensing your tailbone rooting for the ground, and also the length and strength of your spine coming up through your low back, through your shoulder blades, into the crown of your head. Sensing that ease into your face, your jaw, your neck, and shoulders. Allowing that rest into your face, grace for your face, openness across your shoulders and rib cage, your shoulders low and loose. Sensing what it's like for you to sit in stillness in body and mind and soul. And with that, my friends, if you'd like to breathe in one more inhale to fill up your heart space. And on the exhale, we'll let our hands fall out. Here I bid you God's peace, shalom. Until we can move and breathe together again, be safe and be well, and let's be full of hope. Shalom, my friends.